Well, I just retired and had lots of things to do, but when I met with my friend, I said I could see that at some point it would be good to have something where there's regular people contact, not something that you have to call up somebody and organize lunch, organize doing something, but something that happened on a regular basis. And he said, well, I have just the thing for you, and told me about the band.
I started working on this project about how to do a PhD studying music education for seniors. And in the book review I did, it was talking about New Horizons, so the international association. And I decided to start a band to study the population in the concert band.
I had never played an instrument before. I had never learned how to read music before. And to have that sense of accomplishment and of really learning something totally new and different has been really great. It's really fun.
So I was interested in the psychological aspect, so I decided to use some questionnaires. This is great to assess quality of life, anxiety, depression. But for physiological measures, it requires different instruments. So we really have to do blood pressure tests, and also for the breathing capacity, I use spirometry tests. I'm studying the impact of music, but also comparing it with a group of people that do not participate in the band. What I expect to find is obviously an increase in psychological health, so a decrease in anxiety and depression, an increase in quality of life and well-being.
I can almost feel my brain working sometimes, and that's a quality of life thing, I think, is to really feel that you're learning something and something totally new.
Because it's sort of a physical instrument, really, I find it actually will, I mean, it's a bit like going for a walk. It wakes me up after I play it. It exhilarates me to a certain degree.
What I've found in research is basically a huge difference on well-being, quality of life, and anxiety level, and also on depression.
Sometimes it is hard. Sometimes it just doesn't work. You know, you try to make a sound and it doesn't happen.
It's the expectations that are getting in the way sometimes. People are professionals or were professionals before retirement, so they are used to being good at what they do. So now put them in a totally different context and they have to learn from the very beginning, and it can be really frustrating, and they have self-doubt. So we have to soothe them and tell them it's normal. So the students in music education, they come in the band, they play, they sit in the ensemble, and they help out during the breaks, or when people have questions, they show the fingerings and things like that. This is a really important part as well of my research, and is to study the social interaction and between generations. So that's why we wanted it to be intergenerational. So, are you ready for your first concert?
It's really special to do something together, I find. And I think maybe that's part of the charm of music. It's a very neat feeling.
Being in a band now means that she's trying something new and different, and it's kind of cool to see your mom always like pushing her limits and trying new things.
Oh, it's fantastic. I'm having a really good time.
It gives me something to look forward to.
There's not one day that I don't tell to myself that was a great idea. It's so nice to see people learning music and be so happy to play 3 notes or more, and to play a piece and to see them grow. This is just